Have you ever had one of those moments, a weird coincidence, a crazy flash of deja vu, where reality just feels a little off, like it was scripted? What if I told you that feeling might actually be closer to the truth than you think? This question, right here, it's not just for sci-fi movies like The Matrix anymore. It's a question that scientists, real, honest-to-goodness physicists and cosmologists, are now being forced to take very, very seriously. And the reason why? Well, it's pretty mind-blowing. See, something just happened. A team of researchers, some of the best minds on the planet, just watched an AI do something we all thought was impossible. It didn't just simulate a star or a galaxy, it built an entire universe from scratch. And what it created has ripped the simulation hypothesis right out of fiction and slammed it down onto the table of scientific debate. So what was this project? Well, it was a massive international effort, a really audacious plan called the Bionic Integration Project. Their goal was simple but huge. Could they take everything we know about our universe, feed it to an AI, and watch it build a new one inside a computer? I mean, just try to imagine the scale of this thing. They took every single piece of data we have, every physical constant calculated to the nth degree, the laws of quantum mechanics, every astronomical observation, the whole shebang. They poured all of it into this one incredibly powerful AI model. So how'd they do it? Well, it basically boiled down to two massive steps. First, the absolutely colossal job of gathering all that data. And second, they gave the AI a very simple instruction. Here's the rule book for a universe. Here are the ingredients. Now, hit run and see what happens. They literally let it create its own Big Bang. And what did it build? What did they see when they finally peered inside that digital cosmos? This, right here, is where the story gets really, really weird. The result wasn't just a good approximation. It was a simulation that mirrors our own reality with a precision that one of the lead scientists could only describe as shocking. This is the number that has everyone talking. 99.9%. That is the level of accuracy, the fidelity between the universe the AI built from pure code and the one that you and I are sitting in right now. Think about that. It's not just a good copy. For all intents and purposes, it's a perfect digital twin. And we're not just talking about the big picture stuff. The similarity goes all the way down. The fundamental laws of physics that hold atoms together, 99.9% identical. The way the universe evolved from the Big Bang, 99.9% identical. The way stars and galaxies formed, you guessed it. It wasn't just similar, it was fundamentally the same universe, just running on a hard drive. Okay, so let's just take a breath. If a machine can create a universe that looks exactly like ours, just by running a program, what does that imply about our reality? Well, it leads us to this deeply unsettling idea, the idea of an algorithmic reality. This is a direct quote from the research paper. I'm not making this up. The fact that our universe can be copied so perfectly from a set of rules and data suggests that our own reality, it might be running on some kind of cosmic software, that the fabric of space-time itself could just be incredibly complex lines of code. And this is where the logic takes a terrifying leap. We, humanity, just did this. We just crossed this incredible line. We now have the technology to create a simulated universe that is virtually indistinguishable from the real thing. And if we can do it, doesn't that raise the odds, almost to a certainty, that some other, more advanced civilization has already done it? And that our world, our lives, everything we've ever known, is actually happening inside their simulation? This whole thing, it does more than just challenge physics. It challenges our very idea of who we are. It forces us to ask one of the oldest questions in philosophy, but now it's not a thought experiment. It's a real, pressing question. What does it actually mean to be real? So let's just recap the key points real quick. A huge project fed all of our cosmic data into an AI. That AI then built a universe that is a 99.9% accurate copy of our own. This shocking result provides the first real evidence that our own reality could be an algorithmic construction, which in turn makes the simulation hypothesis look a whole lot more likely. So I'll leave you with this final thought to chew on. If our lives, our feelings, our memories, if all of it is just part of some impossibly advanced computer program, does that make it any less real to us? And what about that other 0.1%? Is that just a rounding error in the code?
Or is that where you find the glitches in the matrix? Something to think about.